We're going to be talking about my newly built drift sim rig that I got for 2021 and my built PC. This is the full setup. It's actually so rad. The other day I actually went through and cleaned out all my drawers and then cleaned up a lot of the wiring. We have a Thrustmaster T300RS GT wheel and pedal set. Pedals are alright, they're kind of adjustable. I've adjusted them already so I can play with shoes on, which I don't usually do. So the Thrustmaster base came with this wheel, and this is actually very small. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is a really small wheel, so it was really weird playing on this at first. I was spinning out a lot, so I ran over to Ricmotech. I'll throw their @ right now in the video. It might be, I think they're in the Hialeah area. Went to Ricmotech, bought a RIP adapter, and that allows me to actually use any steering wheel with this 6 pattern on it. My Grip Royale actually didn't fit. I needed a separate adapter. But this one I ordered off of Amazon for like 40 bucks fits. It's suede. It has a little line right here, which doesn't really help because I have a VR headset on. But it's cool anyways. It is somewhat deep dish. And it actually feels really good. The seat I'm using is from Next Level Racing. It's called the GT Lite. You guys can see the logo on the back. You have an analog e-brake, which yes, it looks kind of tacky because I have this, what do you call this? Electrical tape on it. The actual cushioning was higher up, but based on my seating position, I didn't like reaching all the way to the front and grabbing it. So I tried to move it down, but it ripped, so I had to use electrical tape. It still works perfectly fine. Basically, it's just USB. You plug this in, and then you get an e-brake for your sim. Thrustmaster shifter. This feels really good. You can adjust the actual resistance when you're going into gear, which I've adjusted a little bit. It actually feels really good and realistic when you're shifting. We got a Red Dragon keyboard over here that's fully RGB, fully customizable. You can see the different modes, different colors, which I'm showing you guys right now. So you can change that. You can change the speed at which this stuff happens. You can change the brightness. You can do a lot of different things, a lot of different modes. That's really cool. The Death Adder mouse from Razer. This is just a cheap mouse I just bought on Amazon. It just lights up white. It's not RGB, but it works. I didn't need to get anything expensive or fancy because I'm not playing or gaming with the keyboard or the mouse. So I just kind of got something decent for that. These little things right here are my sensors for my Oculus headset, which is virtual reality. It's an Oculus CV1 headset. This is the first one they came out with. I bought that used for like 200 bucks. We have a tempered glass in the front. And this case is actually in Lian 205M. The motherboard's an ASRock B450M Pro 4 Micro ATX motherboard. The RAM is 16 gigabytes at 3200. In terms of the CPU, I'm running a Ryzen 5 2600 with a CPU cooler that's air-cooled. That's the Scythe Mugen cooler, which actually looks pretty rad. Obviously, that comes with the Scythe fan, and we have 3 more of those that we bought. And one's an exhaust fan, and then we have 2 fans on the top pushing out the hot air. And then the 2 case fans are on the front. So in total, we have 2 front case fans, a rear exhaust fans, 2 top fans, a fan over the air cooler, and we don't have another one behind it, but that's still fine. The graphics card is a GeForce GTX 1070 overclocked. It's actually more powerful than I needed for my VR. I'm running a Samsung 500 gig NVMe, which I actually need to get another one of those or an actual terabyte of storage. So right now, I think we're gonna hop on to the PC and do a couple skids so you guys can see the actual sim in action. Okay, so we are here on my desktop screen, and you can see I got the little animated background, Akira, the city scene. If you guys want to go watch my streams, I'm streaming on twitch.tv/TeamVanel. I'm just kind of randomly streaming, so go ahead and give me a follow. That way you can get notified when I go live on stream. You guys can watch me throw down a couple skids or a couple tandies with the boys on Assetto Corsa. We got Assetto Corsa already open here. So we are on Mehan, however you say it. We're gonna try and get some tandems. Our tires are still cold, so let me get 2 laps, and then we're gonna hop in and try to chase. last run right here. Let's make it count.